Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with One Punch Man Season 3 Episode 5 reaction. Okay, the previous episode we had Garo who was being defeated by those two. He was able to come back up and go back to help out Tadeo, who has been now kidnapped by the Monster Association. And also we had like a little bit of Saitama, just normal slice of life, stuff happening over there. They're just eating like hot pot and all that. Also, the S-class heroes have like made like a little group who will be going to help the hostage situation. So everything is like kind of concentrating in that direction. Garo in the end came and just one-shotted that guy. What was his name? King the Ripper or whatever the name was. And yeah, like that's where it ended. So let's see what we get today. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it whichever is your preference. Let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. Three, two, one, go. Here we are. Yeah, is that hair? What the hell? Oh boy. Well, he. Damn, the kid's traumatized after all of that. Hey, yo, at least let me, like, escort me to the gate or something. He's fine. Damn, the kid's fast. Look at him. He's keeping up. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, what the? Is that a dog? Well, it's not a dog, but it's a big dog. Okay, that's not a dog. Never mind. Oh, yeah. You know what? Let's just run. But it's fast. It's just gonna jump at you. Yeah, and don't put your back towards it. Hmm. Don't show your back. As soon as you show your back, I think he's gonna. Oh, yeah. Showerhead is here. Um, some translation, please. Well, I'm just gonna call him Showerhead. Yeah. What the hell? Hey yo. Damn. Whoa, he fixed himself. Okay. Yeah. Bro, I just destroyed King the Ripper in one shot. Oh no, the dog is going to. Yeah, why did you throw it towards there? Now it's agitated. Well, yeah. Yeah, his name is Pochi, that dog. Overgrown Pochi. Is using a hyper beam or something? What the hell? Bro. Hey. Hmm. Well, right. Right. Damn. Hmm. Well, well, it's better than staying here. This is whole ass dog. Ah. You know what? Today's animation is a lot better. I wouldn't call it like amazing or anything, but it's watchable. I would say, pretty good. Not pretty good, but okay. Oh damn! Whoa! Wow. Nah, he's gonna come back. Because that's what's happening with Garo. He's just getting defeated, destroyed, and he's just coming back up and getting more stronger and stronger. Oh, it ran out of juice. Oh no, it didn't. Never mind. Right. Oh god. Okay. Even though the animation is some a little bit better sometimes, it's still goofy. Look at this. It looks like a stick with a tail. Ah. Yep, sliding down. Right. Oh, it's actually barking now. What the hell? Hey, oh no. What the? Oh my god, point blank. Saitama, that yeah, that's not an earthquake at this point. He just what? Oh, this is Gyurgur's place, right? Oi! Okay, this shot is really good. I just if the animation was like that throughout and the character models. Look at him. Oh, thanks for Damn, the art suddenly become way better. What just happened? Is like a important part coming or something? Damn. Oh my god, this guy's just okay. What happened to the art again? I don't think he's interested. Hmm. He'll overcome death. Yeah, he actually is. But he has been doing this for quite a while. Oh, so you didn't try it on yourself? Hmm. Oh my god. Orochi. Yeah, I don't think he's interested. Or is he? I don't know. I don't think so. Yep, he wants to do it himself. Bro, you just said that. Oh, really? That's. Yep, he is. Well, he's like, yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's gonna break through this. Damn! He just. Yeah, what telekinesis? He can punch. Oh, you're gonna get a beating of your lifetime now, Yoro Yoro. Ah, that's why. Okay, what? Mediocre monster. Yeah. Well, you started this. I knew he was gonna call Orochi because I doubt he can do anything himself. Yeah, Orochi's a problem. Oh my god. Oh, so he just sits on top of Orochi's head. Yeah, you're gonna make this a spectacle? Just reading. Yeah. Hyperrealism? Alright. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are Bro doesn't even move. He's just sitting there and just. Look at him. Oh, he at least got up. Oh! Damn, this thing is tall. Yeah. Oh! He's getting back up again. This is crazy. He's just adapting and like getting stronger more and more. He's dying or getting close to death. Yeah, if I was Gerger, I would realize I'm actually screwed because if this continues, it would be no time that Garo is going to surpass Orochi because he's just not dying. He's just getting back up again stronger and stronger. And if this continues, you're screwed. And the fact that Gyogoro is against him means that when all is over, if Garo is able to defeat Orochi, Gyogoro is screwed. Oh my god, hey! How did he dodge that mid-air? Yeah, these are like a mixture of like a lot of weird creatures. Worm boss. Damn! I can't wait to for him to start panicking like Giragar. I'm sure the time will come when he'll be like, wait a minute, this was a bad idea. This guy just doesn't stop. Alright, he's gone. Oh no, he's there. Oh damn. What? He's like, he's gonna get back up again. Nah, he's gonna get back up. You just see. This guy is crazy. Look at him. Oh my god. He just doesn't stop. Yeah, but that's all he is. Yeah. He's like, let me write that down. Yeah, he was trained by Ban. I don't think this thing has any type of feeling. He probably lacks emotion. Or does he? I don't know. I have no idea. Wait, he's copying him, bruh. Yeah. Yeah, that's not how it works. You can copy something, but you won't be able to replicate it. And bro, start speaking? Yeah, but that's not the real thing. That's just a fake one. You're just copying him. Yeah, I still think Orochi is stronger than him, but it's just a matter of time. Garo's probably going to get. Nah, look at him. He's just going to get back up again. Come on. Okay, where is this going towards? I feel like Satam's going to do something. Open. Oh, that's right. And wait, is he going to go in? That's going to be crazy. Oh, right. Okay, is that it? Alright, and there you go. That was today's episode. So today we got to see quite a bit of Garo fighting other monsters and then finally Orochi. And today's episode was mostly animation. I think like it was like 80% animation, and the rest of the 10% was just like just Saitama reading his manga and just walking around the street and reading the manga. So yeah. Now that's what like so now I think I can say this. Today's episode was a lot better, you know, animation wise, uh, and like character model wise, it was a lot better than all the previous episodes combined. I would say, I think like today's episode, animation wise, model wise, character model wise, and everything, like included, was the best episode of this season. But the bar is too damn low. That's the problem. You're like, this is like you're comparing, like, I don't know, like something like very much low tier, and you're like, all right, it's at least better than that. It's basically that. It's not good. It's not decent either. It's okay. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Up until now, it was bad. Up until now, the animation and everything was bad. Now it's yeah, it'll do, I guess. That kind of thing, basically. It's not decent either. It's not good either. I wouldn't call this decent. Decent animation is a little bit better than this. But like yeah. However, there was a few scenes which was like, I don't know what happened. Why they just, it seemed like they just put everything in that few character models. There was that one scene which stayed for at least like, how long was it? Like maybe like a minute or two of Garo just laying there and then Gyuruguru looking at him. That part was good. That part was actually very good, I would say. I would probably say that if that the way Garo looked over there, the way Gyuruguru looked over there, if they made the art like that throughout the season, this would have been a solid 8 out of 10 this whole season. That few scenes that we saw where Gar was like just there, all the rubble on top of him, then he was like getting up, and then Gyuruguru was looking at him. Even Gyuruguru looked nice, and he's this weird ass monster. you know he even looked nice in those few scenes. I think it was like proper use of shading, because I'm in that section and I'm looking at it. The character models look nice over there. Like it looks like it has like volume to it. Like like Garo's, like there's like a lot of good shading. Lighting is done pretty well. Pretty well. I think it could be better. Because it looked a little bit, I don't know. But other than that, I think this is like a solid 9 out of 10 character model. If they did it like that throughout the season, this season would have, I think it would have been a 9 out of 10. Not even 8. It would have been a 9 out of 10 if they continued with it. But obviously, it was just that few scenes. That one section, and then like a little bit more after that, like, and that's it. I don't know why they just suddenly upped their, whole thing in that part. I don't know why. Like, what happened? I was thinking, wait a minute, is like an important part coming or something? Yeah, there was an important part after that because we had a fight with Orochi. But that, I don't know why those few particular sections they did it so well. Like, it's just so bizarre, you know. But anyways, other than that, yeah, today's animations looked, at least it looked like it had more frames than previously, where the characters were just, I don't know, like just making like very simple movements, like hand moving like this without any type of like, like just one thing to another thing, just sliding around. It looked like that up until now. Today's episode, at least Garo's fight, and like, it looked like his hands were moving. It at least seemed like that. However, there were a few sections where it again reverted back to that whole sliding thing. There was one scene I saw where Garo was falling. It seemed like he's just falling like this, sliding. Like nothing to show that he's falling through like a whole thing. Nothing. It's like sliding. Few other sections like that there was, there where the whole animation just went back to the way it was. Absolute garbage. But those were a few sections, I would say. Maybe like 20% of the episode. Rest like 60%, like, or like, maybe like 70 or 80% were animation, which where the characters were at least it seemed like they were moving, not just sliding around the screen. So that's why Garo's sections, a few of the Garo's fighting, like when he was like fighting, punching, and everything, looked like he was actually punching, not just his hands sliding around the screen or anything, or him just moving left, right, and like this. Like, it didn't seem like that. So at least those were pretty good. I think they were kind of like, like, I guess preserving the budget for this episode because it was like Orochi comes in. I've heard that from here onwards there will be a lot of episodes where there's going to be a lot of intense fights, which makes sense. Like, this is barely the start, I feel like, because we are here Garo versus Orochi. I'm sure, like, like the S rank heroes are going to come soon, and when that happens, they will probably be fighting as well. So all those things. Um, but if Saitama comes in, there will be no animation because Saitama is just going to one punch everything. But I don't know. I don't know if he can actually one punch Orochi. He probably will. Otherwise, I feel like the whole One Punch Man name in itself is just going to be proven wrong, right? If he takes more than one punch to defeat someone, I don't know. He won't be One Punch Man anymore then. Um, like his serious punch I'm talking about. There's been multiple villains or monsters where he has punched multiple times, to take them out. But as far as I can remember, those weren't his serious punches. Those were like normal punches or something you call it. When he seriously punches someone, like, like with that, it's just one punch. You know, I think. I'm still not sure, like, because I do remember in season one, I think there were multiple episodes where there were a few characters where he had to punch multiple times. But I think those were like his like weak punches or like normal punches or something. Either way, um, so yeah, like where was I? Yeah, I was saying that if, like, from here onwards, I think like more animation intense and episodes are going to come. So you know what? Hopefully it gets better than this. Like, because the thing is, like, they are actually little by little improving, even if it's not to that much of a degree. At least it's not getting worse. That would have been horrible. Like, the previous episode, like, which is this episode 5, episode 4 was better than episode 3. You know, episode 5 is better than episode 4. So hopefully this continues, so that at the end, maybe like where we're going to get like some intense scenes or something, the animation is at least good enough. Like, like I said, now the animation is it's okay, will do, that type of thing. I want the animation to at least go to not even good, decent. I want it to go up until it's decent. If it's decent enough, it's fine. I don't want anything more. Like I said, I know there's a lot of people who probably want a UFO table, or like with studio style, like, like level animation, Madhouse level animation. I'm sure there's a lot of people who expected that. you know I don't really care about that. Like, yeah, I do like when we get good animation. I'm not saying that I don't like good animation or anything. That'll be very stupid. But I'm saying that I don't have that much of a, like hard and fast rule that, oh yeah, you have to do it this good. If it's good enough, if it's decent enough, that I can watch it and the characters are actually moving, and like, I'm completely fine with it, because like, I'm just here for the story and like the characters and everything. Animation is not everything. But at least it needs to be decent. Like, come on, like, up until now it was like horrible. It seemed like they just didn't even try. So if it gets to decent, at least I'll be completely fine with this show. You know, like, yeah. Anyways, let's just wait and see how this goes and how the animation. Hopefully, it gets better, better, and better every single episode, and then finally we can say that, what, animation is at least okay. It is at least decent enough to watch. You know, hopefully we can. Damn, like I said, the bar is too damn low. Like, it is too low, man. Like, we started from such a low point that now I'm like, at least decent animation will be okay. But yeah, like I said, I'm fine with decent animation. It doesn't have to be better than decent for me to enjoy a show. Uh, but yeah, obviously there's other people with other opinions. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people who still probably expects that the animation will get as good as like Madhouse or Ufotable or something like that. It probably won't. You know, if it does, I will be very surprised. That would be a very welcome, change. But I doubt that. you know, right? Okay. Right. Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. That was the animation and the character models. Like like my discussion about those things. Um, it's so funny because I watched I react to so many animes. I think this is the first anime where I have to like set aside like 10 minutes at the beginning of the discussion to talk about the animation and how it's gotten better or worse. This has never happened. Like I said, I never talk about animations. Whenever the animation is good, I do like express how good it is. You know, but I don't think I've ever had to make a separate section in the discussion section every single episode to talk about whether the animation is getting worse and worse or it's getting better. That's how crazy this is. Just oh my god, this is insane, man. Right. Anyways, now that that section is done, let me talk about the episode now. So this episode we had quite a few things happen. First and foremost, we had Garo helping Tadeo and like kind of getting involved with all these monsters who tries to stop them, but obviously this is Garo, so he was able to take them out pretty quickly. Um, he we did get like involved with like the dog, the Pochi or whatever his name is, overgrown Pochi, and he was going to become a problem, but before that, yeah. Oh, before that, yeah, we had Garo thankfully told Tadeo to just run because obviously, as he said, I won't be able to protect you and fight at the same time. So just go. Like it doesn't matter. Like if like while you're running away, some other monster gets you, because if you stay here, we will both die. So at least try to run and find safety. You know, like if you're lucky, you'll be able to get out of here. Basically that. Because he obviously Garo had no choice. He was going to escort him up until the very end, but then this freaking dog came out, where now he is like, yeah, I have to stop this thing here, otherwise it's going to take us out both. Um, right, and yeah, and then we also had that section with Gyoro where Gyoro was like, oh yeah, this is how you're going to become stronger and stronger, and like you're going to experience death and you're going to come back stronger. Wait, okay, here's the thing. I remember there was another anime which had this same thing, right? And the more you get closer to death, the stronger you become. Which show was it? Like someone who has almost experienced death, like either like he gets stronger or he unlocks something. I don't remember. There was one show. What was it? Was it Attack on Titan? I can't remember. I don't know, but there was one show where where this was like an actual thing that if you like experience death or go close to death, your powers get stronger. Like so, like a few of them experienced death, so they were extremely strong. I cannot remember which show it was. Anyways, I just cannot remember. There was some one show. It was a pretty popular show. It's just weird. I just cannot remember. That's just weird. Anyways, I'm not forget about that. Um, so yeah, here obviously Goro says that like if you experience death and if you're able to come back from it, more and more that happens, more and more you're going to become stronger and stronger. Finally, he even mentioned how Orochi was someone who was like a uh, like one of the like creatures who survived all of that, and now he's like this ultimate being almost. Now he asks Garo to work with him, but obviously this is Garo we're talking about. He's not going to just listen to you. Like this is the thing. I feel like um a lot of people or a lot of monsters here doesn't understand or realize, because they, like, you can see here, Gyoro Gyoro was also saying it. He was like, you want to be a monster, but you lack anything, like, that monster does. For example, you have empathy, you have, you think about people, and, like, so how will you become a monster if you have those? Like, the thing about Garo is his way of looking at being a monster is pretty interesting. He, you know, he's someone who's never going to listen to you. Like, he's someone who wants to be a certain way with his own rules. Like, someone like Gyoro Gyoro, if he comes and he's like, all right, you know what, just listen to what I say, I'm going to make you go through this training program where you'll become a very good monster. He's not going to listen to you. Even if he wants to become a monster, he'll be like, no, I'm not going to do that. Because obviously, immediately, if he says yes, that will be him under Gyoro Gyoro, him listening to him. Garo doesn't want to do that. Garo wants to write his own rules and walk according to that. He wants to become a monster, but he wants to become a monster himself, through his own effort, not like this. Especially not like this, with someone like Gyoro Gyoro. Like, so, yeah, he's never going to listen. Like, Gyoro Gyoro trying to, like, recruit him is a complete, like, failure from the very beginning. He's not going to win, like, in that, like that, because God's not even going to listen. That goes completely against his creed, the way he works. So, like, it just, obviously Garo was like, nah, I'm not listening to you. you know and then he's like, okay, then I'll have to bring Orochi here and fight you. And Garo also says something else here, which is also something that is the reason why he didn't want to listen to Jorogoro. He says that, I don't want to take orders from someone who sits at the back and, and just acts like this, orders around people. And that is also true. The thing is, if I feel like, if Jorogoro was someone who was in the field fighting and working, and I don't know, like, like he himself, if he was very strong or something, I feel like Garo might have listened to him. Like, as he says, he hates taking orders from people who are just there, like, sitting in the chairs, just ordering other people and saying, like, oh yeah, this is going to happen. Guruguru is literally that. And he's never going to listen to someone like that. So, either way, so yeah, the recruitment, like, attempt failed. And now Orochi is trying to defeat Garu, but Garu's just dying or almost dying and just coming back again, stronger and stronger. You can see at the very beginning, Garu couldn't keep up with Orochi, but then he almost died again, and then he got back up, and now he started running so damn fast. Orochi was like, yeah, he's adapting way too fast into this. And I think, like I said, while reacting, I said this, I think, like, Orochi still doesn't realize. Like, he's thinking, like, oh yeah, not Orochi, sorry, Gyoro still doesn't realize. He thinks that, oh yeah, Orochi can take care of him, and then I will force him to, you know, go through my training regimen. But no, it's never going to work. This is a failed attempt from the very beginning. Like I said, Garo's not going to listen to you. So, like, there's a few factors in play here. Number one, Gyoro, since he wants to make Garo the ultimate being or something like that, he cannot kill him. He needs to keep him alive. Number two, Garo, as long as he is alive, I don't think he's ever going to listen to Gyoro. You know? So, these two contradict each other heavily. Like, Gyoro wants to keep Garo alive because he wants him to become this being. That's why he cannot kill him. But as long as Garo stays alive, he's never going to listen to Gyoro. So this is something that's never going to work. I think it's never going to work. On top of that, more and more Garo gets defeated and almost dies, more stronger he becomes. So this stalemate is going to continue for a while. And if it keeps continuing like this, a time will come where I think Garo will surpass Orochi. And then Gyoro is screwed. Because I don't think this freaking Gyoro, he looks like a blob. I don't think he has any power himself. He has telekinesis, but Garo was able to counter that as well by the end of it, some way or the other. But, you know, at least compared to Orochi, I don't think he's that strong. I might be wrong. Who knows? Maybe he's hiding it or something. I don't know. But if he's actually exactly how I think he is, he's not nowhere near close to Orochi. So if a time comes where Garo becomes stronger than Orochi, he's screwed because Garo is going to defeat Orochi, and then he's going to like just destroy him. What is going to what's Gyaragaro is going to do then? He doesn't have any. Orochi is his strongest person. So if Garo surpasses him, he's screwed. He's completely screwed. So I don't know. Like it's just I don't see this whole like I feel like Yorogoro still doesn't realize how much of a stalemate this is because if he wants to make Garo stronger, he has to keep him alive. But Garo, as long as he's alive, he's not going to listen to him. And more he keeps fighting, and this stalemate continues. More and more stronger he becomes. Can you imagine how crazy this is? So yeah. Anyways, let's wait and see what happens. I feel like Saitama's gonna do something because I don't know, like they showed Saitama way too much in today's episode, even though he was just barely doing anything. Because there was that one section when Saitama was like, "Oh, it's like an earthquake," and then he was like, "All right, let me go to patrol," and then he goes patrolling, and then he finds that like sewer hole, and he's like, "Oh, what the hell is this?" And he opens it. So I think somehow, like, I don't know, because this is the thing with Saitama. Like, things like start going in a certain direction, and then Saitama comes in and just completely just, he does something that completely makes everything pointless. So I feel like all these, like, Gyoro just being like this and trying to, like, like, make Garo, like, obey him, while Garo's, like, being stubborn and he just wants to fight Orochi and he's trying to, like, defeat Orochi. All of these, like, intense, like, like, this intense, like, situation. I feel like Saitama's gonna do something just gonna completely put water into that. Like, completely just destroy. I think something like that is coming. Otherwise, why are they showing Saitama so much? Even though he was just barely walking around. It's going to connect to something in the next episode or the episode after that. So, yeah, it'll be something like that, I'm guessing. I don't know. But I feel like Garo was definitely going to become someone who becomes extremely strong. Probably comparable to the S rank heroes. He's already comparable to the S rank heroes. Probably comparable to the upper echelons of the S rank heroes is going to become someone like a force to be reckoned with, like something like that, in this process. But yeah, I feel like I don't know. I feel like the climax of this is definitely going to be Saitama just coming and one punching everything, or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. I might be wrong though. Who knows? Maybe it'll be Garo. Maybe it'll be Garo who just takes out everything, and Saitama won't even have to do anything. You know, who knows? Let's wait and see. Um. So yeah. I don't know. I can make a guess, but I feel like Garo, at least if you rank him according to like the hero rankings, I think Garo is currently probably like his power level is comparable to Silverfang. Because as far as I can remember, obviously the season 2, Silverfang and Bomb had a lot of trouble, like fighting Garo. But but obviously by that time Garo was very much weak. He was like battered and all that. But still, they they were the ones who ended up overpowering Garo, right? I cannot remember. So by this time, because from that point onwards, Garo went through a lot of life and death situations. He got stronger and stronger and stronger. I think he's definitely comparable, strength wise, comparable to Bang, uh, or maybe a little bit stronger than her. I don't think he's stronger than Tatsumaki still, Because Tatsumaki's thing is that she's not really strong in that sense. It's just her power is absolutely bonkers. Like like she can just bring meteors from outer space. Like that is like some next level power. Like using her telekinesis and all that. Um, so I don't think he has still reached that level, at least, Um, but I think he is currently, maybe he's either as strong as Silverfang or maybe a little bit stronger than her. Silverfang is 3, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Ranking wise, I don't know. I think so because I remember it was Blast, right? Number one, then Tatsumaki, then it was Silverfang. I think I might be wrong though. Maybe I'm like forgetting something. Either way, I think he's currently like that in that level. So yeah, he's changed a lot, and obviously, like Saitama's just there, like he's like the he's like the person who we should not include in this ranking at all. Like actual power wise, like Saitama is not, no, in no way. Saitama is an anomaly. he, I don't think anyone will be ever able to reach Saitama's level. Right. Either way, yeah, and there you go. That was today's episode. That's what happened. So you know, good episode, and yeah, I'm curious as to see what Saitama's going to be doing next episode because it seemed like he's curious about what's going on underground. So he opened like the sewer hole, and I don't know, what he's going to do. Right. Okay. Yeah, and there you go. That was it. That was my reaction to episode number 5 of One Punch Man season 3. Like I said, today's episode, animation wise, character model wise, is definitely a lot better than episode number 4. So it is improving, but obviously the bar is pretty damn low. So even if it's improving, it's just improving, in a very mediocre way. But still, it's progress, I guess, at the end of the day. At least it's not getting worse. Like that would have been crazy. So right, and hopefully this continues. Like I said, I do hope by the end of this season I can at least say that, what, the animation, it started rough at the beginning, but it got better and better, and now it's decent. I hope a day comes, like, in, like, when episode like 12 or 11 is airing or something like that. I hope that day comes where I'll be able to say something like that. I really hope. So yeah, okay, so that is it. Thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And yeah, that is it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.